Well, Joyce Blaine, the famous movie actress, tired of the glamour of being a celebrity, is hiding out in the home of the Aces. Coming out of the theater where she was making a personal appearance, she hopped in the car Jane was driving and had Jane drive her to the Aces bungalow to escape the fans who swarmed about her. The newspapers are playing up her disappearance in big headlines. So it's therefore no surprise that we look in at the Aces now and find Marge's newspaper boyfriend, Neal Williams, on hand. Listen.
Where is this gorgeous lady, Jane? What time would you make her next appearance here in your sumptuous living room?
She's lying down resting. She'll be in pretty soon.
Oh, gonna make the grand entrance, is that it?
Now, no wise facts out of you. You just sit down and try not to look so important.
But I want to see her, Marge. The papers have been so full of her. What does she really look like?
Oh, she's beautiful, Neal. She's as pretty as a fixture.
As a fixture? And probably just as ornamental. Does she really look like those pictures the papers have been running?
She does look positively stunned in those pictures that they ran.
Well, where is she, Jane? Trot her out.
Why, the boy's absolutely a dither, isn't he?
Well, after all, she is Joyce Blaine, the girl.
Hey, Neal, how does it happen you're not anxious to expose her hiding place? That would be a great scoop for you, wouldn't it?
I should say it's gonna be.
Going to be, Neal. You're not going to tell on the poor girl, are you?
Not yet, I'm not. The longer she stays hidden, and the longer that studio of hers out in Hollywood plays up her sudden disappearance, the more of a scoop I'm going to have when I do spring the story.
Oh, I see. Then you're going to let her stay hidden, is
On one condition, I am.
And that condition is that you get the story exclusive, I know.
Right. That's what I'm here for tonight. I'm going to have a heart-to-heart talk with Joyce. I mean, she's got to give me her word that I get the first break on this story when the time comes for her to announce she's found.
That'll be another month, she says.
A month? Is she going to stay here a whole month?
Uh-huh. Isn't it marvelous? Imagine Joyce Blaine in our house, and for a whole month.
Jane, you're going to figure prominently in my story when I break it.
Me?
Of course, you. You're the heroine of the whole yarn.
Heroine? Oh, I am not.
Sure you are. The way Marge told it to me, you are.
I simply told you that Jane happened to be driving by in the car when the Blaine girl was coming out of the stage door of the Palace Theater.
And she happened to hop into the car with Jane.
I know, to get rid of that flock of fans that had swarmed down on her, is that it?
Yes, and she had Jane drive her here, that's all.
That's all? How do you like that, that's all?
Well,
doesn't that make Jane the heroine of the whole story?
Heroine? Oh, I am not.
You certainly are the way I figure news stories, and I can certainly figure news stories. Of course, Joyce Blaine is the central character now. But wait till the story breaks that you were the one who brought her here and allowed her to hide here. Then you'll be the big shot, Jane, not Joyce.
Heroine? Oh, I am not. I mean, but after all, Neal, she's a movie star. I'm just,
You're just the girl who befriended a tired and overworked movie actress, helped her to find the rest she was after. People will want to know all about you, Jane. They know all there is to know about Joyce Blaine. You'll be in the spotlight when this story breaks, not her.
Oh, I don't mind playing second base to Joyce Blaine. After all, she is a big movie actress.
Nevertheless, I don't like the idea of us being dragged into this, Neal. It's not...
This is no time to think of that. You are dragged into it.
Yes, I'm afraid you are. Now that she's here and appears to be going to make this her home for the next month or so.
Oh, she won't stay a month. She can't stand this humdrum existence that we lead.
Oh, she likes it. She told me so. She said, this is the life. She's so happy.
Oh,
but isn't she worried about the story she's quoting in the papers?
Well, she's mad because they won't let her alone.
Yeah, she really is provoked about that. So listen to her tell us, at least.
Oh, I know one thing. She's sincere about it now. How long it's going to last, I can't tell. I'm inclined to agree with Ace about that.
About what?
But she'll get tired of this sort of life pretty soon. She'll miss the crowds and the glamour.
Yeah, I think she will, too.
Well, the minute she does, she's got to let me scoop the country as to where she's been. If she doesn't promise me that, I'll break the story in tomorrow's first edition, so help me.
Now, wait a minute, you. Don't get yourself upset. You're going to talk to her, and I think you'll find she's very agreeable.
That's what I'm waiting for. How much longer do you think she'll be taking that siesta?
No, she's resting, Neal.
Oh,
yes. Yes, she is. She says she wants to rest as much as she can. She said this is the first time she's had a chance to rest since she shot her husband.
Shot her husband?
And what do you
mean she shot her husband? Is she married?
No, she's not married.
Well, but you said she shot her husband.
Yes, that's the name of a picture she made. You remember she shot her husband?
Oh, since she shot her husband.
Yes, you remember we saw it at the Colonial Theater about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Remember where the husband is
Yes,
yelling?
let's not go through that now, Jane.
No, let's get down to cases here. I'm getting anxious to have my talk with this glamour girl.
Oh, all right, then. I'll keep getting to what's going on.
Now, don't wake her up, Marge.
Oh, I won't. I'll be quiet, please.
Tip top, Marge.
I'll just stop.
Oh, I hope she doesn't wake her up.
She won't, Jane. Don't worry.
But, Jane, before I forget, I want some pictures taken of you and Joyce playing in the car. I guess she doesn't want to be seen, so we'll sneak out the back tomorrow afternoon and take some pictures of you at the wheel of the car And Joyce Blaine, maybe with a sum up, asked me for a hit, you know.
Oh, that's marvelous, Neal. That's
Wait a minute, what is all this? I don't want Jane in our car and all this
Listen,
mess.
this is news. I just want to get the pictures ready so that when Joyce Blaine does decide to make known that she's ready to be found, I'll have pictures and everything ready to scoop the country.
Yeah, but why does Jane have to be mixed up in
Because
this?
Jane's the one who engineered the whole thing.
Oh.
She picked up Joyce Blaine in a car, brought her here, rescued her from the mob, and that's a story.
It is not a story. I can prove every word of it, Neal.
I know it, Jane. I mean, that's a news story. And I'm going to have plenty of pictures to go with it.
I wonder what I'll wear.
Oh, you'll have to wear what you wore the day you picked her up.
What? That black crepe dress with the gold kid trimming and the off-the-face antelope hat with bag and gloves to match? I should say not.
Why not? That sounds swell.
The black doesn't show up good in pictures. What is she going to be wearing?
Joyce, just what she had on the day you picked her up.
I thought so. Didn't you say I was going to be the heroine? Her with that gorgeous blue cloth dress and silver fox coat and a veil on her hat down to here? Oh,
Well,
no.
we won't argue about that now, Dan. The point is... Well, Marge, what's yours?
I think, Victoria, you should be on your busy heavy and try to act more like a gentleman than a newspaper man. I'll arrange for you to enter the ladies' boudoir and talk to her.
Oh, but why not in here? If she's up, why can't she come out here and then...
Now that she's up, she wants to relax. She's just so tired.
Oh, she is.
Either way.
Come on now, and remember.
I'll remember. Don't worry about
I'll
me.
be standing by to make sure you remember.
Oh, isn't that silly? Couldn't she come out here and talk to him?
No, dear, she couldn't.
Well, why not?
Not so loud.
Not so loud. She's up now.
Yes, but I don't want Marge and Neal to hear this.
Hear what?
Well, this afternoon, Joyce was asking me all about us.
Us? You and me?
Yes, and Marge, too. Well, I told her about Neal, how he's been going with Marge so long and everything. And she said to me, well, why don't they get married?
Are you sure she said that?
Well, one of us did. It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter. You know, Marge doesn't like for you to interfere in her affairs.
Oh, she won't know about this.
Oh.
Joyce is going to make Marge jealous. She's going to act like she's falling for Neal. And that'll make Marge think she better decide to marry Neal in a hurry.
You're sure of that, huh?
Oh, yes, she'll get him by hook or ladder. Because if anybody can act like he's falling for somebody, Joyce Blaine can. Now we'll get somewhere.
Oh, you think so?
Yes, she said she'd do it for me. She said she'd do it because I've been so nice to her, letting her come here and all that. Imagine Joyce Blaine here with us, and she says it's so nice of us. It's behind me.
I wish the whole episode was behind me, a couple of years behind me. And now Neal's going to make it even tougher with that story he's going to get ready with, well, let's hope she won't promise Neal an exclusive story, and he has to break the news right away.
Oh, she will. She's going to be awfully sweet to him. You know, just to make Marge jealous. Isn't it a scream? I can just picture Marge when she sees Joyce Blaine acting like this. And you know how thankful I am to you for helping me, Mr. Williams.
Not at all. I'm not only helping you, I'm helping myself. Because the longer you stay hidden, the longer the papers will play up your disappearance, and the more of a scoop I'll have when you do show up.
You see, Joyce, has got it all figured out.
It has me there. But I am really thankful. And, well, and just to show you two how thankful I am, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. You've been so understanding and so considerate. I just haven't the heart to do this to you.
Do what?
Well, this afternoon, Mrs. Ace was telling me all about you, too.
Oh, she was, was she?
And she mentioned that she thought that you, Marge, needed a little, shooting up.
Oh, is she at that again?
I thought we told her that.
Oh, it's not so loud. Now, the plot was to have been for me to run to a young man away from you. Make you realize you'd better hurry up and try him for good.
She isn't the most meddlesome.
But after you've done this for me, I thought it was only fair that I warned you.
Listen, will you do something for me?
Anything.
I'd like to give Jane something to think about, something that'll keep her so busy she won't have time to go meddling into my private affairs. Would you mind, just as a favor to me, the bulk of it, would you mind trying all that on that husband of hers?
Oh, what?
Well, that's a swell idea. Nice work, Marge.
How about it?
How about what? What do you want me to do?
Well, how about making a play for Ace? Give him the work. I don't care. Give him everything that Hollywood taught you. I just want to teach Jane a lesson once and for all that she's not to butt into my affairs.
I can just picture it. Won't Jane be a worried soul?
If you'll only do it, will you?
I'd love to. Thanks. Oh, it's nothing, really.
He's being lured by Joyce Blaine.
You better leave it to me.
It's a deal, and we're just innocent bystanders. I only want Jane to come crying to me when she sees what's going on.
You've got a lot of confidence in my ability.
I sure have, especially now that I've seen you. Those pictures in the papers today don't begin to do you half the justice.
That'll be about enough of that, young fella.
Yeah, you see. You see how you expected me? Ace will be ashamed.
Of course he will. And if this doesn't stop James interfering, nothing ever will. And he's just hopeless.
Come on, let's get back out there.
Okay, you coming, Joyce?
Well, I really should make myself more alluring if I've got to go to work on Mr. Ace at once.
Impossible. Come on.
Thanks a lot for this, Joyce.
Not at all.
Here we go. Light.
Let him rock.
Well, thanks very much, Miss Blaine. It's a bargain then?
Right.
Well, is it all fixed up?
Oh, yes, it's all fixed up.
Oh, yes, Miss Blaine and I understand each other.
You do? Of course we do. I understand all men.
Oh, man. That's quite a large order, Miss Blaine.
You call me Joyce, won't you?
What? Well, yes, I guess.
Oh, please.
Well, sure it
Then
is.
I guess we can all call you Joyce, can't we? How about Neal? I guess he can call you Joyce, too, can't he?
Oh, it's delicious.
Well, I don't feel that I know Miss Blaine well enough.
Oh, he looks so bashful. I know what it is. Choose something and please the crowd, isn't it, Neal?
Well, of course, please, the crowd. Now, James, suppose you run along somewhere.
All right, then Neal won't be so bad. Me? I'm not the crowd. Now, wait a minute. This isn't working out right.
Well, it looks as if Jane's in for a tough few weeks, especially when Joyce Blaine turns her lure on full force. We'll learn more about that when next we meet the Easy Aces.